In this series, we've built an agent, added tools, gave it memory, and even made it interact with the outside world. But as things get more complex, having a single agent handle everything can quickly become messy and hard to manage. That's exactly where the idea of subagents comes in. They help break things down and keep your system organized. In the agent ecosystem, subagents are like helper agents that focus on one specific job and get directions from a main agent. So instead of making one agent do everything, we build a small team, each agent handles a task, and the main one coordinates them. Here, we will start by examining the code structure in our tutorial. Let's take a closer look at the writer agent. This one is in charge of creating short and engaging stories, usually 2 to 3 paragraphs. It's designed to be creative using vivid descriptions and interesting characters. And once the story is written, it uses a built-in tool to save the result, including the title, content, and genre, so it's ready to be stored or used elsewhere. Another one is the translator. This agent translates the written stories into German, Japanese, and Italian. Its purpose is to provide natural translations while preserving the tone and narration of the original story. And finally, we have the coordinator agent, kind of like a team lead. It doesn't write or translate anything itself. Instead, it delegates the tasks to the writer and translator agents in the right order. Once everything's done, it gathers the results and presents them to the user as one final output. We'll use the VoltAgent project we created at the beginning of this tutorial. Now let's go ahead and copy this code, paste it right into our project, and continue from there. This will bootstrap everything we need, and we're ready to move on. If you're starting the tutorial series from this video, we recommend checking out the first video using the link in the description to follow the project creation steps. Now that the project is running, let's switch over to the VoltOps observability panel and take a look at how our subagents are structured and working behind the scenes. Here we actually see the create director, translator, and writer subagent that we create here. Now let's test this together. We use the commands here to test. First, we will try the command that says write story about magical cat, which to run a story request that should trigger both the writer and translator subagents. Let's try write a story about a magical cat. This goes to our creative director subagent, who coordinates the team to write and translate the story. Then it's passed to the writer agent. I'm writing an engaging story about a magical forest. Next, the translator agent steps in to handle translations. Finally, everything goes back to the creative director, who delivers the story and all translations to the user. Here we see the system prompt, the initial instructions for the subagent. Messages shows the conversation flow between the agent and others. Usage displays token counts for prompt, completion, and total. Metadata lists technical details like the model and max steps. By this point, we've built a fully working AI agent, with subagents like creative director, writer, and translator, each doing their part before sending the final result to the user.